All right. So safe and convertible notes. These are a little bit of a complex kind of instrument because they start off as debt instrument, but they can convert into equity at a later stage in your company cycle. So one of the things that you have to note with safe and convertible instruments is if there's an interest rate applicable for the conversion, that interest rate is applied first. So let's say $1 million is invested at a 7% compounded interest rate. Your interest rate will be calculated first, and then whatever the valuation is after the interest, that will get converted into equity. The next part is the convertible note will usually have two sets of properties, a valuation cap and a discount. Most of the time, it's either or and not both. But in case there is both, what happens is the note converts at a um, value per share, which is more favorable to the investor. So you don't get the benefit of both the valuation cap and discount, but you get the benefit of whichever is better. So they will basically not stack, right? So what this database is doing in terms of the formulas that I've integrated is it's doing all of this calculation for you. All you have to do is you enter the closed and trigger date. So the close date is a date where you close the round. The trigger date is when the round triggered. Usually a safe will trigger based on an external funding round, which is at a future stage. So in this case, your safe is a seed round and it's triggered by a future round, which is an angel round, which was a round that you got later and you closed it, right? So the trigger date will be the close date of this angel round. So you'll have to enter this manually. And then what you have to do is you put in this valuation cap, discount, and interest rate. And based on the value of the seed round, it will automatically calculate everything for you. So you'll be able to see it in all investments, and I'll show you that. One thing to note is you might not have, as I mentioned, all of these values. So for example, you could have only a discount. You could not have any interest rate, or you could have a valuation cap and an interest rate. So if you don't have one of these rounds, just feel free to enter a 0, and the formulas will do the calculation for you. Essentially, what it's doing is, so if you look at this seed round convertible note or safe instrument and scroll all the way here, what it's doing is it's trying to calculate your value per share. If you scroll all the way to the end, you will see that it's converting your safe valuation, the funding round size, which was 100K in this case, it's converting it into an interest adjusted amount because of a 5% interest rate and a 1-year duration. Then it's using a safe discount. And basically, this thing has integrated formulas, which is calculating your value per share based on only the discount, only the share cap, and the conversion value. So the conversion value is the final value that you get, and it's going to be the value which is better for the investor. So the condition where the investor gets the most number of shares. So in this case, because this is a 0.09 and this is 0.11, 0.09 gives the investor more shares. So this will be used as a conversion value, and 120,000, no, that's a 1.2 million shares will be issued to that specific investor. And that's basically how the calculation happens, but you don't need to worry about the backend formulas. All you have to do is you go in over here into the safe instrument and enter these values, whichever of them are relevant to you. Yeah, and hopefully that simplifies this specific instrument for you. If you want to check out more, there's a lot of YouTube videos which can help you understand how a conversion for a safe works, but I've tried my best to make sure that you only have to go to this tab and enter these values, and the database will work its magic for you. So yeah, that's it.